Reloading!
Friendly airstrike on the way. Friendly Hind inbound. Counter UAV up. They're blind.
Hey there guys, how's it going? It's Afraid Not, and did you see that beginning clip? I mean, I was so pissed when that happened, but when you play Modern Warfare 2, that's what you've got to expect to happen. There's plenty of that, and there's plenty of noob tubes and just randomly exploding. I had to get off it and jump on some Black Ops 2, which you've got in the background. It's not the best gameplay that you've ever seen. It was against a team that was pretty good, and you could probably tell by the score at the end of the game. I think that they actually won this game, so sorry to spoil that for you. But today I've got a topic, and we're going to be talking about pre-ordering. As many of you may know, it's quite a sensitive topic at the moment, especially within our gaming community and with myself personally. Now, I do not pre-order games anymore, and I'm not going to sit here and start telling you guys that you shouldn't do it and don't do it, and you know, I'm going to be unfriending you if you don't do it, you know. A lot of people do that for some reason, I don't know why, but a lot of people like to tell people what to do, but I'm not really that way inclined. I don't tell people what to do, but I put my side across, you might say, and then I let you guys work it out for yourself if you want to follow suit, or make up your own minds. I mean, everyone has their own minds, and I think that everyone should stick to them. So the years 2013 to 14 was a really rough year in gaming. Now, I don't mean by what games they actually brought out, kind of that as well, but but the state of the games that they just released. I mean, we had Battlefield 4, we had Grand Theft Auto Online, Assassin's Creed Unity, Halo Master Chief Collection, Drive Club for PS4 was pretty pissed. All these games were released in a bit of a shit state, let's be honest, and I can't help but partly blame the pre-ordering culture at the moment. Now, when people put down their pre-orders and the pre-order numbers for that game are so high, the publishers, the people with the money, will want to release that game for that date. And with technology these days, I just feel like the attitude to these devs and publishers is that, yeah, we'll release the game in the state that you've got it in at the moment, and we'll just patch it later. We'll just fix it later, you know, 6 months down the line you'll have a working game. No, that's got to stop. I'm sorry, it really does. I'm from a background in gaming where there was barely any problems whenever a game was released. When you go back to the PS1, the PS2, even further back than that. Now, I'm not to say that they didn't have their problems. They had glitches, but you really had to go and find them. It wasn't like a glaring thing, but I do understand. I know a lot of people are going to be telling me that games these days are a lot more complex to make, which is true. And I would fully back a developer to say, do you know what? We've predicted it to be released in September. We're not going to have it finished by then, so we'll put it back to the middle of next year. I'm happy with that. As long as I get a fully working product, then I'm happy. And when you think about the principle of pre-ordering anyway, you're giving up your own money, or a portion of your own money, for a product that you haven't seen, that you haven't actually played, or you don't know what to expect. In my head, I used to pre-order a lot of games, but then that was back in the day when they run out of copies. Like when I wanted to play Call of Duty, when I pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. Gaming retailers them days didn't order enough for the masses because I don't think they really knew how many people were actually going to buy Call of Duty. But now, obviously, when I was putting pre-orders down, I was guaranteed my copy that same day. Nowadays, they have shitloads more, loads more copies that they have it actually in stock and available for the general public that didn't pre-order. Something else that's really rubbing me up the wrong way at the moment with pre-ordering is that the fact that you get extra content if you actually pre-order. Now, I've just actually bought a game. I bought Rory McIlroy PGA Tour or whatever it is, but I've got 12 courses on there. Now, if I pre-ordered, I would have had 13. But why though? I paid the same amount of money as what someone would have if they pre-ordered the game. Surely it depends on how much money you give. If I give more money, I get more content. If I pay less, then I get less. That's how it should work, shouldn't it? But these publishers at the moment, they are giving you incentives to pre-order. Let's look at Call of Duty, a beta. Now, pre-order numbers have gone sky high. I think there's about 700,000 plus on pre-order at the moment, which is ridiculous. Which is a ridiculous number for any game. Let's be serious. And a lot of people are saying, "Oh yeah, Call of Duty is going to be great." If you look at Drifter's last video, oh yeah, it looks like we're going to have a booming community. No, the only reason that people have pre-ordered this game is for the beta. That's the only reason. I still haven't. I won't do it. I will not pre-order. But then that's where I stand. I'm not telling you guys not to, because a beta is something that a lot of people are going to want to play in, and I fully understand that. And I think it's completely wrong of Activision to actually use it as an incentive to pre-order, because look at their competitors, Battlefield, Titanfall. You look at these games and they give you the beta beta so you can play it, and it's not really for you, it's for them so they can actually have a working game on release. Alright, Battlefield, it didn't work, and Titanfall, it worked absolutely fine, I feel, because, you know, I didn't have any problems with Titanfall 1, especially when it released all the beta. But Battlefield 4 they got completely wrong. But it's an open beta for everyone to play, and they're not doing it for you, they're doing it so that they can have their servers completely ready for when the game releases, so they don't have any problems. But it's the typical arrogance of Activision and obviously Treyarch. I mean, they look at it and they go, yeah, we're going to give you a treat, you can play our game and you can test our game, we'll give you that privilege, so you pre-order, you pay your £5 and you can test our servers for us. Like, it's so wrong the way that they've done it. And I can understand, as I say, why people have pre-ordered cards because of the beta, and it is something that a lot of people are going to want, because the last 2 years Call of Duty has been gash, it's been absolutely terrible, and to play it before you actually buy it is something that everyone, I think, should do, let's be honest. I'm personally not, but I will get a chance to play it at EGX up in Birmingham in September, so maybe it'll be further along in development by then. I'm very close to finishing, so hopefully I'll get an accurate representation of what the game's going to be like, but we'll see. But at the end of the day, people will still pre-order games, and there's no matter what, any way that you can convince people, people will still do it, and that's fine, that's their right to be able to do whatever they want in life. But if you are a person that pre-orders games and something that you've pre-ordered comes out and it's broken, you have absolutely no right to complain about it, because you are part of the problem. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hopefully this clears up my pre-ordering gripe at the moment. A lot of people ask me about it, so hopefully that clears it up. If you enjoyed, please leave a rating, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.